Hey folks, Alan Mandic, the HotRodHippie, aka Mandic Really, here at SEMA Show 2025. The last video I put up on this channel was new tools of SEMA 2021. Here we are 4 years later, finally back at the show, so let's go do new tools of SEMA 2025 and talk about where I've been. This video is brought to you by Mandic Labs 2.0 studio sponsors, Prusa Research of 3D printers and PCBWay, CNC machining, 3D printing, and various manufacturing services, with of course PCBs being one of them. Check out the links in the description. Over here, we got the folks at Klein Tools. You probably know these folks when it comes to electricians' tools, but they're expanding market segments: plumbing, HVAC, and automotive. They got borescopes, they've got your general hand tools, and new tool storage. There's a lot coming out from Klein Tools. No one thing has really jumped out at me in particular, but the expanding product line is something to keep your eyes on. They have been known for quality tools in the electrician industry for a long time, so it's really interesting to see them expanding and offering more options that you might find interesting for your home garage, your auto tech job needs. Check them out, Klein Tools. By the way, there are timestamps in the description if you want to jump around at any point in this video. So the where the heck have I been question. From the perspective of the auto industry, metal shaping, a lot of you folks who watch this channel, I haven't posted any content in 4 years now. Posted a few times on Instagram, but the big thing is I have a whole nother channel. I'm a full-time content creator to this day. It's what I do. I focus on making fun projects and using 3D printing to do it, showing folks how 3D printing can be not just for toys, but also for actual prototyping, real-world use cases, and fun stuff too. So I do more than just build cars now. I play with cars from time to time, but I primarily work on just building big, fun projects. And lately it's been my new studio, Mandic Labs 2.0. The studio is a 1,200 square foot warehouse where I can build fun projects and just be free to be creative and make videos for you folks. Mandic Really is the channel. You should really check it out. Sponsored by Prusa Research and PCBWay. They are the ones who allow me to keep coming back, making videos month after month. I've been active at it for quite some time, so unfortunately, well, let's talk about why I don't make car content as we keep moving. Over here at the Milwaukee's Power Tools booth, my personal power tools of choice, they have new cordless ratchets. So they have a slimmer head design and more power throughout the range. Starting at 45 foot-pounds in the 1/4 inch version on up to 80 foot-pounds in the 1/2 inch variant and 70 foot-pounds in the 3/8 inch. Might as well list all the specs. A new comfortable handle design that really fits in the palm nicely, get a good grip on it. And for those who are picky as to whether they're getting a trigger or a paddle type input, you have the switchable version now. So you can swap it from a paddle to a button and back, depending on whether or not you want to do that or just to configure the way you want right out of the box. Comes in a standard length and extended length for greater reach into those tighter engine bay areas or wherever you may need to reach. The standard length is going to be shipping in January and extended is coming summer 2026. Keep your eyes peeled for the power that is the power tools from Milwaukee. Here at SEMA, there's a bunch new at the Harbor Freight booth, but the big draw seems to have been the Gen 2 of their Icon toolboxes. So these are getting just various quality of life improvements, 265 pounds per pair of slides. So your double slide drawers are gonna be over 530 pounds of weight handling capacity. They've got a power tool drawer now, so you can store your tools themselves, as well as a power drawer so you can charge inside of that locked up box. Put your tools away at the end of the day, but still be able to charge overnight. There's front USB-C power output, as well as a 110 volt outlet there as well. New 30-inch depth for even more storage as well. These are coming soon, 2026, sounds like probably later 2026, but it is an epic launch from the folks at Icon with G2 of their toolboxes here at the Harbor Freight booth, SEMA 2025. So why is it I don't produce car content anymore? Or metal shaping, metal fabrication, any of that stuff? Reality is, I don't work in that world anymore. In 2020, like so many other folks, I found myself out of work. And I was able to dedicate myself to 3D printing and really wanted to learn this new technology so that I could make better cars when I got back to building them. And then very quickly, 3D printing really took over my life, and I dove in hard. I started making videos about 3D printing, and before you know it, those videos were well outperforming HotRodHippie videos. So I realized that with the space and the time and the equipment available to me, I could make a better go at being a content creator using 3D printing to my advantage. So I dove in hard, and I've been doing it for 5 years now, full time. I'm here at SEMA with Prusa 3D, Prusa Research, one of the biggest 3D printing companies in the industry. If you're interested in checking out my content about 3D printing, I do some car stuff from time to time, but I'm mostly focused on building fun, big projects around my studio, in my life, and for other folks, just to show that 3D printing can be more than toys, it can be functional things, and it can be fun too. Check out the link in the description. Channel is Mandic Really. The folks at BendPak have the new OctaFlex lifting systems. This is a 12,000 pound lift on the lower arms, then you have upper segmented arms. They're showing it here as a cab lift setup, so your restoration's lifting your body off. Your modern Ford diesels that everybody cab lifts on them, you could still lift the chassis underneath of the cab and still lift the cab off. So you can get access underneath and on top. Really interesting design here. 12,000 pounds on the bottom, 6,000 pounds on the top. There are 4 hydraulic cylinders powering all of this, so you can independently move the two apart from each other. A remote control box, so the control system's up there. You're not gonna be climbing up a ladder to operate the thing. You don't have to. You've got all the controls right here. You can switch between the 2 different lifting sections. That's just a really neat idea. I know when we're working on restoration projects, being able to lift the body off the chassis, that's great. Being able to then lift the chassis too, not having to work down on the ground or with jacks and jack stands, really interesting. This is coming in 2026 from the folks at BendPak. The OctoLift, was it?
OctaFlex.
OctaFlex, okay. So there it is, coming soon. One of my favorite things as a fabricator was rotobroach cutters from the folks at Blair. Now, these are basically annular cutters that can cut a seriously round hole. Unlike hole saws or even step drills, where we often walk a little bit and get an oval hole, it's gonna be a lot rounder, a lot nicer with these. But these have been around for a long time. I've been using them for 10 plus years at this point. Now, the new feature is the Carbon X coating. A lot of folks aren't great about lubricating as well as they should. You still should with these, but the Carbon X coating will help the tool to last longer, run cooler, and cut faster, especially when combined with proper lubrication. Use these, you should have your investment lasting longer and creating even cleaner holes. I'm really interested in seeing these come to the market. The rotobroach version is coming in January 2026, so look out for those. I do believe that's where we're going to wrap it up for new tools of SEMA 2025. I'm sure I missed a million things. Various companies had new products within there. I just tried to highlight the most interesting to me from each booth I stopped at. There's so much to see at a show like this, and I've been cramped up at a booth all week, so this is the last day and the last chance I had to film this video. I hope you found this interesting. If you did, please do drop it a like. Let me know in the comments what tools I might have missed, what projects I should have checked out. Let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to check out Mandic Really, support the studio sponsors Prusa Research and PCBWay, links in the description, and get subscribed to ensure your 3D prints don't fail. It's not a guarantee, but it can't hurt. Or maybe your metal shaping projects? I don't know, that's my outro for Mandic Really. So, see ya folks.